Well, the sentiment of Korean investor is already getting worse and worse. Where Korean investors are especially short-term focused, meaning they like to deposit their assets in these exchanges and occasionally trade time to time, buy and sell for the short term, and then when they think they've made a profit, then they just take out the whole asset and exchange it to the fiat money, etc. There are not that many long-term holders, and the meaning of a long-term holders in my term is holding digital asset for more than 1 year. And because of that atmosphere, I haven't seen that many people using hardware wallets or personal wallets, even if it's a software form. But ever since the FTX cascade, there has been an increasing number of people using and purchasing the hardware wallets, and I think in my opinion, it's a really surprising phenomenon. I haven't seen this kind of reaction of Korean investors for the last 4 or 5 years. There hasn't been anything like this when there was a Terra Luna incident happened. So yeah, people are very cautious about safeguarding their assets. They are taking out their assets from these exchanges and try to use these hardware wallets to securely keep their assets in their hands. And on the government side, on the other hand, they were actually working really hard to, ramp up their phase to make this new law to actually help the cryptocurrency industry in Korea. That's what they were trying to do, but the mood is completely changed now. It's changed from helping to regulating. So there's just one law in Korea regulating the crypto industry, but I think we thought the people in crypto industry all thought the next law coming up is the one that's helping the crypto industry, helping these companies trying to build up this new type of businesses other than crypto exchanges, like CFIs and stuff. So mood is definitely changed. It's going to the direction where the whole industry in Korea is shrink rather than expanded. So I'm kind of in worry in these days. I expect there's a pushback throughout the year next year, because not just because of the stricter regulation, but also the weakness of industry itself. Because of the stricter regulation, of course, the industry will push back, and because of the macroeconomics too, the Korean the large banks and investment banks, VCs and hedge funds and private equities, they are all in the mode of holding for the whole year, for the next year. This is what I heard from people working in the industry. Without the funding aid from these traditional financial sector, there's really not much we can do in the crypto industry alone, right? From both overseas and in the regional financial sector. And when the stricter regulation comes in, well, Korean banks and investment banks, they haven't been able to invest in cryptocurrency so far, but they've been finding a few routes to invest in these companies that's having the business in crypto industry. But when the stricter rule comes in and play next year, then they can. I don't think they can even continue to do that for the next year. So macroeconomics, when the Fed in the United States, they keep raising the interest rates, then there's no flood of fund coming from overseas to Korean market. Banks and investment banks and VCs, they close their wallets. They don't do investments anymore. And the GameFi industry, which is the most competitive type of industry in crypto market in Korea, they are not doing very well. Exchanges like Upbit, There are 4 major exchanges in Korea. Their business model is quite simple. They cannot do anything without the exchange business itself because of the regulation. If they cannot find a new type of business model that can generate profit and sales revenue, then next year it's just another slow year. They cannot make a huge profit out of their business model. So I don't see that many optimism coming in to the Korean market for the next year. The Lightning Network and the usage of Bitcoin in developing nations is growing faster, and Korean people are acknowledging that, okay, the reason why Bitcoin price can go up faster is not just because of its deflationary trait, but also the usage of it, the demand of Bitcoin is going outside of Korea, throughout the globe. So people have realized that securing their assets in their own hands using hardware wallets or personal wallets is very important, and they know the true value of Bitcoin. They are learning about it. They are studying about it. Okay, the fiat currency and all these altcoins that's issued out of thin air, it's going to bust at one point, and maybe Bitcoin or a few other major altcoins, they are the ones that can survive for the next 10 years. I see many startups that are still interested in the future of blockchain technology. They want to use either Bitcoin or Ethereum network to build a new type of business that can help innovate people's daily lives, not just in financial manner, but also in many other types of actions that in the daily lives. So I still have to expect there will be innovations made by these startup CEOs, and when the market is booming again, then there will be more focus on these people and what they are doing to innovate the whole crypto industry. I don't know if it's going to take 1 or 2 years, but maybe when the Fed decreases interest rates again next year, then that kind of mood will come back, hopefully.